Hey, all right, everybody, how's it going? Now you might be thinking, where's the boxes? Well, I haven't just got one box, I got two boxes. Now, you might be thinking, what's exciting about two small boxes? Well, it is quite exciting because I'm quite amazed at what's inside these boxes. So we'll have a look in a little bit how these perform, and you'll be quite surprised. But first of all, let's unbox them. If you thought this one was small, let's have a look how small this one is. There you go then, this one is even smaller than this one. So are they going to pump tyres up? I don't know yet, I haven't tried them on tyres. I'm hoping that it's going to be good. But let's have a look at the specs of this one and see the differences and then pump up a tyre. Right, so I got them both side by side and you can see that this one here is small, but this one is teeny. So that one is small, but this one's even smaller. So on this side, you got the AS2 Pro Max, and on this side here is the AS2 Pro. So what's the differences? Well, obviously this one is smaller, and the battery's going to be smaller. So let's have a quick look at the specs on the box by here, and I'll just read them out to you. So on this side here, the AS2 Pro Max, it says the battery is 600 milliamp hours, 11.1 volts, and is 6.6 watt hours. And then if you look at this one on this side, it's a 420 milliamp hour, 7.4 volts, and 3.11 watt hours. They both got Type C charging at 5 volts and 1.5 amps. So the best thing to do now is to take these, charge them up. I'll put them both on charge. They got LED displays there, and I'll show you that in a bit. I'll put them on charge fully, and we'll see how well they perform at pumping tyres up. And they're tiny. They're tiny. They're tiny. So to show you just how small they are, I got one in this pocket by here, look. Now, believe it or not, that is the biggest one. And then this pocket by here, I got another one there. So you can see that this one is really small. That's small enough to go in your pocket. But if you've got really small pockets, that'll go in the small pocket. So what else comes with it? Well, I got another bag in here as well. So I got a bag of stuff, and they come with an identical bag of accessories, and they come with a little pouch like that. Now, the pouch for the bigger one is slightly bigger, and the pouch for the smaller one is slightly smaller. So let's try and show you what's in this pouch. I don't know if this camera's going to focus or not, but I'll try my best. Hopefully it focuses. So you get a little tiny sort of extension tube there like that, and I think that's a Presta is on the end of there. And you have got an adapter like this to put in there like that, and you can put the adapter on for the other type. Schrader, is it? One's a Schrader, one's a Presta. That's right, I think that's right. So that just screws on. Now you can use these, let me just show you this one here. Now you can use these without this part here. You don't have to put that part on, that screws onto there like that. But you can put this straight onto the valve, and this does do both type of valves. So if you undo this like so, you take that out there like that, then you only drop that. There's a rubber grommet in there, and there's a spare one in here, and if you turn it around, it does the other type. So it does both types. So you can screw that back on, and when that's screwed on there, you can screw that into there like so. So it is nice and compact, and also in here, look, you get the USB-C to USB-C. Don't know if you can see that there. You got your standard sort of ball pump malarkey, and like I said, you got this part here. You got a spare rubber doodah, and when you want to use it, let me just get this out of here. It's hard to get it out because it's tucked away. You've got a little copper thing there, little tiny copper thing. That's got to go in. You undo that first. Let me try and undo this. I'm going to end up dropping something now. Undo that there. Hope this is focusing. Undo that there like that. Take that out. Drop this copper doodah in there. like so. Get in there, go on, get in there like that. Can you see that in there? I don't know if you can see that in there. In there, and then you put that back in like that, do it up. I don't know if you can see that in there. So that little copper thing will push down on the valve if it's a Presta or a Schrader, whatever it's called. So it does it all. It does everything. It's got it all. Right, okay, so I got it by here now, so let's try and pump up this tyre. Now this tyre is already up, so I'm going to have to let the tyre down, then pump it back up. But let's just see if it displays the actual tyre pressure. So you hold the top button, the one closest to the LCD screen, for a few seconds, and the screen will come on. It's set to PSI. If you want to change it to bar, you hold the two bottom buttons together like that, and it changes to bar. I'm going to go with PSI because I'm old school, and I know that this Nissan Leaf car here, 36 PSI is what it's supposed to be at. So let's undo the valve by here, like so, and let's pop this on here. I'll put the valve there in my pocket. Now this spins sort of freely, so it should be easy to put on. So let's pop that on there like that. There we go, that's on there. Very easy, and is actually saying 37 PSI, which is around about right. So it is displaying the actual right sort of PSI. So let's take this off, let the tyre go down, and then I'll pump it up. Right, okay, I'm just going to stick that in the valve there, let the tyre down, like so. Right, okay, I can't get comfortable on this stool. I've let quite a lot of air out there, so let's see what it's on now. Let's have a quick look. See how much air I've let out. I don't know how much I've let out. I can't even make a guess, so let's have a look what it says on the old LCD display. Let's turn it on, hold the button on for a few seconds, like so. Now we're down to 26 PSI, so I've let out 11 PSI basically. So let's press, I've got it set now to 36 PSI, so let's see how long it takes to get to 36 PSI from 26 PSI. So here we go. And there we go, 36 PSI. Now, I will say, it does take longer than the bigger type pumps. It does take longer, but it does exactly the same job. So I'm quite surprised that that's pumped it up. So I think I better test the smaller one and see if that takes longer. It's going to take longer because it's smaller, but we'll go and try the smaller one now. Right, okay, I've got the smaller one, so let's let the air back out again. Here we go. Right, okay, let's set this to 36 PSI, the same as the last one. So I'm just pressing the down button. It's going down to 36 PSI slowly. There we go. 36 PSI. Let's check the pressure on this tyre now with this. Again, like so. We're on 25 PSI this time. So we're a tiny little bit lower than last time. But I'll press the button and we see how long this teeny tiny one takes. Here we go. Right, okay, so that'll shut off at 34 PSI because I did read in the manual that if it's going for a certain amount of time, it will shut off. I think it's 3 minutes. So I don't know if I was sitting here for 3 minutes. It didn't seem like 3 minutes, but it's got up to 34 PSI. And it did say in the manual that it'd get quite warm. And it says if it shuts off, you can just press it again and finish off what you're doing. So let's press it again. It's on 34 at the moment. Only 2 more PSI to go. Right, there we go then. It's finished. Now I will say that smaller one does take longer than the Max Pro one. The Pro Max one, I should say. The Pro Max one is much quicker. But you've got to remember, these are big tyres. If you were using it on a bike, it'd be much, much quicker. So there we go. There is 36 PSI. Now it does get warm. It is very warm in the hand. But look at the size of that. It's pumping up a car tyre. And it's tiny. I can't believe it. There you are then, the AS2 Pro and the AS2 Pro Max. And I have been quite surprised by how small they are and how well they work. All the links will be down in the description below, so go and take a look. And if you did like this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ho-hoi!